Hello, welcome to our new video from Megapixel. I would like to introduce you to our guest, which is Peter Dering here.
Pleased to be here.
Hi Peter, can you tell us something about you, about your company?
Sure. Well, I am the founder and CEO of Peak Design, a company that I started really about 14 years ago now in San Francisco, California. And it looks like you are quite familiar with it because this is actually technically version 2 of the first product that ever came out, the Capture Camera Clip. And this chunk of aluminum is something that completely changed my life. It really made my dreams come true, and in a very meandering path leads to me sitting next to you here today in the Czech Republic.
So, Peter, what is your favorite product from Peak Design?
My favorite product. Well, again, I have to pay homage to the Capture Camera Clip, but actually what you're using right now, the mobile tripod, I think is an excellent representation of something that is just very much Peak Design. One of my favorite little features that we have here. So one thing we try to do at our company is make products that are going to last for a very long time. And this is just a small thing, but it's emblematic of what we do. So the way this ball head works is there's actually a stack of it's so much more complicated than it looks, right? There's a stack of washers inside here, and there's a interaction between a plastic component and an aluminum component. In time, that will degrade, right? It will wear out slightly. So the way that we have made it a lifetime product is we have included the very nifty little tool in here. And that allows you to tighten this thing up as this gets loose over time. And this should last you a lifetime. And if it doesn't, we'll give a new one. And so, I don't know, it's sometimes hard to come up with my absolute favorite product because we have actually hundreds of products now, if you add up all the colors and the sizes. But I really like the way that this kind of displays the ingenuity of Peak Design.
The sustainability is really great on Peak Design. I think it's one of the best parts of your products. So.
Thank you. Well, I think that sustainability is increasingly important to customers, and people are really learning more and more what that means to be sustainable. But in truth, the aspect of sustainability that almost gets overlooked these days is simply the longevity of a product. If you keep a backpack for 10 years versus 5 years, well, then the carbon footprint of that is halved. And so, you know, carbon footprints aren't something that really most people paid attention to in years past. But I'm glad to see that the customers do care about them. And then the other aspect is, as a company, are people actually going to do what it takes to offset that environmental impact? And the biggest thing that companies need to be willing to do is pay the money that it costs to undo the negative aspects of environmental impact. And I'm proud of the fact that we're leaders in that way. Yeah.
When I ask you about your favorite product, what is, in your opinion, the most underrated product from Peak Design? If you have
the most underrated product. Well, it's funny. For myself personally, so I'm on a 2-week Europe trip, and it's partly the first part was a motorcycle trip through Europe, and then I had to go straight to a wedding, and now I'm in Prague doing work and visiting things, and so I've been living out of our packing cubes, and the packing cubes are actually our #1 selling product. So it's hard to say that they would be underrated, but personally, I tend to underrate them. For me, it's like, how could our packing cubes be the #1 selling product? And it kind of irks me a little bit. But at the same time, they are incredibly useful. So just as far as a product that I have underrated, but have been, I would be completely lost without on this trip, I have to give it to the packing cubes.
In my opinion, the most underrated product, at least in our store, is probably the ProPad.
The ProPad. Oh, yes.
No one really knows what it is or why they should get it. I really love it. I don't use Capture Clip without it. So
well, it's funny. I mean, there was several years where the ProPad was one of the most important SKUs we had, right? Because when we started selling V2 of these, we needed a way, we know that capture works better when it's horizontal like this, and to wear it on the belt and to be able to drop it in, it took some clever thinking to figure out how that was going to work, because we really wanted to serve the working professional who really, is up on their feet all day, shooting all day. They want the weight of their camera off of their shoulders and onto their hips. So the ProPad is what enabled that. That is a good call, Tomas. That is a good call.
One controversial question.
Please.
Does the capture clip goes like this or like this?
Oh, how is that even controversial? The only reason it's controversial is because the logo Peak Design looks the same either way. So I have seen, but most definitely it goes like this. Most definitely, for multiple reasons. Do I even need to really explain? But if I had a nickel for every time I saw in the wild someone, and I oftentimes when I see Peak Design customers in the wild, I talk to them, I chat them up, I say, how did you get the product, et cetera, et cetera. And many times I have encountered the upside down one, but each time they tell me, they don't say like, oh, I didn't realize. They say, no, I prefer this. I prefer this because it's easier for me to come up.
It's quicker.
Yeah, it puts a lot of trust in the button. But hey, it's a good button. So,
yeah. Thanks. Do you have any plans for future with your company?
No, I think we're just gonna take a nap for now. Yeah, we're just gonna get quiet. No, we have
something.
We have. Almost by far and away, I think the most exciting roadmap that's coming up now. I mean, a lot of our customers have been asking for these products for a very long time, but in fact, I like to use this opportunity to, as we say, spill the beans. The Bonspieler is a German term that I've been called by our marketing team. Look, we're coming out with a line of outdoor bags, backpacks, and slings that are our most advanced bags to date. And we know that our customers have been wanting solutions for the outdoors, because really, when I think about and describe Peak Design, it's like if outdoors and adventure and travel and photography meet in the middle, that is the Peak Design brand. And so for us to not have bags that work exceptionally well in the outdoors we're kind of late to the party. But we've taken a long time, and we've made the products extremely useful.
Yeah, it's been rumored for many years. So.
Yeah. And also, like, I would be remiss if I did not mention the roller bag, which is actually the #1 most requested product by our customers. And the reason it's taken us so long is because we genuinely believe in innovation, and it's as our company matures, right? Innovation was easy when we had 0 customers, right? And this was a truly new category of product. And I'm very proud of the fact that there are so many other people that are either knocking this off or trying to get around the patents another way. It's created a whole category of product that did not exist in this world before. But now we're entering things like roller bags. Roller bags have existed for a long time. And so it's actually much more difficult to innovate in that space. But I think that there's actually one exceptionally clear, blaring problem with pretty much every roller bag that's ever existed that is, let's call it it's like a 15% problem, right? Like, I think that we can make our roller bag 15% better than every other roller bag that's come about because of this one innovation. I will keep that as a surprise, and it'll be up for our customers and the market to judge if we've done that or not.
So we had to wait,
Yeah, you have to wait on that one.
Okay, thank you. And probably last question, how do you like Prague or our store in here? Excuse me. How do you like Prague and our store here?
Well, I'll start with the first one first. And I mean, I'm staying right now in Old Town, and there is a obvious reason why there are so many people visiting Prague right now. It's almost like we're in Disney World, but there are no amusement rides. Don't feel embarrassed. What that truly should say is, like, this is a very special and unique part of the world. The history is incredible to be around. I ate dinner last night in a bell tower that was like, I mean, just massive, massive. I just like the architecture, the stonework, the craftsmanship, the history of this town. It's really, really inspiring to be around. And it's also like, I don't know, it feels like a very happy place. I don't know if it feels that way to you necessarily, but I come here and I feel like a lightness and a celebratory atmosphere. And I don't know, maybe it's just the way you guys respect beer so much, or the beautiful city that you have. And, you know, very proud to be like, to have Peak Design already have this presence in this country is a real mark of pride. And as for your store, I don't think I've seen a better array of Peak Design products in a camera store. I honestly mean that. I think about the iconic stores of the world like B&H Photo in New York, and they do a pretty good job there, but man, it's absolutely beautifully displayed here. You have a huge selection, and the store itself is like, it almost feels very in the style of Peak Design. Lots of wood, lots of warmth, you know, but still like a hint towards precision and like only what you need and not what you don't. And so it's quite pleasing to my eye.
Thank you. Thank
you.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that would be it. Thank you very much for the interview, and have a nice day.
I hope you get to have me back here sometime. I'd love to come. Cheers,
Thank you
Thomas.
very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Megapixel. Největší na foto a video.